Welcome to Driven by Me, and this is an tonight. I decided the new subject. As I said yesterday, I want to do something else. I was thinking about showing how to clean portfolio file things when you are in game development, but the thing is, the portfolio is not super important in game development. It's usually what's important is your contact, your network. You need, and to have a better network, you need to go in groups that are full of game developers, locals group if you want to work in your country. Search that online, discords, reunions, like you need to find online in your city because it's easier when you meet people face to face. Game jams. How do we say in English? Let me search. Yeah, I need some music. Don't forget about the music. Now there's too many tabs. We'll just create a group, put them in. When I search for music, because now I made a playlist, you can access it in YouTube on my channel. And put this in. So I was searching for a word. Just a second. I don't like when I don't know a word in English. Job career fair. Job career fair. Fair game development fairs in your city. There in person. Meet people, you talk about what you do. It's better than a portfolio. Usually HR when they or headhunters when they look at the portfolio, they try to skip as fast as possible. So they usually have a software that check for typos or grammatical mistakes in your CV, and they reject all the problematic. They have some kind of system because they receive too many people, too many covers letter. How do we say position? They receive too many people for job, so they cannot do it. And oops, yeah, they might have, they want someone fast, so they skim over the stuff. And usually you can listen to interviews with recruiters, and they all say the same. They skim over. They make it easier for them, and they just usually, what I heard from one of them was they are looking for people who have in game development. They are looking for people who have shipped games. So even if the game is free, they will. It gives it's a bit more like you ship the free game. It's fine. You did mods for a game, a free mod, it's fine, a good one. But if you ship the game that's sold, it's even better, of course. So if you work in a team that shipped the game, it's okay. If you yourself ship the game, it's different, because now you're not a specialist in thing. You do many things, like you are project manager or something, or you it's better when you aim at leading uh, job, maybe if you led a team. So that's why I don't want to do portfolio stuff. It was just out of my mind. I was trying to find something to do, and what I will do today instead is preparing the GDD for AelfleA. And why? Uh, why did I choose that? Um, well, I at first when I started AelfleA, I was like, I don't want to do any project management for AelfleA. As long as no one is working with me, I would just go with the opposite of what I do usually. I will just go and do stuff without thinking about it, just for fun. And then maybe if someone comes in, I prepare the more serious stuff. But I'm getting to a point where I'm thinking that I'm better be prepared beforehand. So, and do some of the preparation that I put aside for a while. And I saw a video of a guy talking about the optimization in game. It's similar in the sense that now I will go into the GDD, and the GDD as part of, let's say you do a game project and you wonder, when do you need to optimize your game, at what moment. Some people will say you optimize when it's problematic. Some would say other stuff. There is many ways. There's not a good answer, I guess. And this guy in the video said read about the Pareto principle, which is doing 80% of something for 20% of something else. And usually the Pareto sometimes is used for saying you should work only 20% of the time for 80% of the result. I heard it a lot in my business lunch course. The teachers said this often: you shouldn't work. The work you do should give you 80% of the 20% of your work. So you don't you do job that is useful. You don't do anything like for nothing. You have to do something. When you do a business, what I learned is that you always have to do something for something. You want to avoid spilling energy somewhere, losing energy somewhere. So you have your budget, and you calculate every action, how it costs. The time costs. The time is money. You need to calculate everything, and it's important because you want to be sure that at the end of the month, at the end of your quarter, you make profits from what you do. And yeah, it's problematic if you end up losing money. Okay, now this is cleaned. Now I will. No trailer. I will click for because it's PBS space. I give them some click, giving some click. Let's close this too. Let's test the chat as usual. Let's find the music now. If you go on my channel, the music I will put now. Sorry for the thumbnails, it's horrible, but I didn't have time. I made like collage in Photopea, and I said I picked the collage, I put it in a ChatGPT and said make it in a oil painting, and then I masked the oil painting and I paint out. And yeah, I was hoping to do something cool, but it was horrible, and I didn't have more time to put on it. So that's it. I want to try to avoid using AI. I use it a lot for my thumbnails, and it's built upon the work of people that I guess I'm not fan of the process of how AI imagery is done. I would like to do a model that pays the artist, a model that I thought about it really, really early when the picture, the Dolly and such started to be too good. I thought about doing a model where it can retrace the artists involved in the training and pay them, or pay or show the prompter who's behind it so they can hire them for better stuff. And then the artist would be able to train their own models that would be their possession, and the people would be able to go on their profile and use the model of the artist, and if they want to use the result, they could pay the artist directly. But yeah, it's a big job. I'm not yet. Yes, I didn't want to focus on that right away, but it's an idea I would like to develop eventually. If someone else do, that's fine. So the soundtrack is there. This is the music I would put in my background. Background music. Also, I wanted to check. Too loud, as usual. Pareto principle. Is it the right name? Pareto principle, yeah. The equivalent something. Equivalence. I want the real one. I don't want. Yeah, this is what I like. It's the origin. I like origin stories of real life origin stories. The guy is named Pareto, so let's find for this guy. Oh, it's not named Pareto. Quite control. Who wrote the? Oh, economists. Okay, it's this guy. but the management consultant developed the concept in context of quality control and improvement after reading the work of Italian sociologist and economist Vilfredo Pareto, who wrote in 1906 about the 80-20 connection while teaching at University of Lausanne. In his work Cours d'économie politique, Pareto showed that approximately 80% of the land of Kingdom of Italy was owned by 20% of the population. The Pareto principle is only tangentially related to the Pareto efficiency. Mathematically, 80-20% rule is associated with the power law distribution, also known as the Pareto distribution of wealth in population. In many natural phenomena, certain features are distributed according to the power law statistic. It's an adage of business management that 80% of sales come from 20% of clients. Okay, so about that. When you wonder when you should optimize, when you should do something that in your game production, like documentation, I would say it's a good start to think, oh, I will do 80% of production and 20% of documentation and optimization. It's a good start. It's a good way to go at it, in my opinion. And for my case, it would be roughly like 1 day a week I should go in optimization and documentation. I should do a live stream 1 day every week. Should be about that. And yeah, let's try this. So I will check back my old document GDD. So I wrote this back in the early live stream. You can access it on me, and this is .github.io game development, and it's a bit of it's a documentation about preparing for GDD and TGD and TDD, not TGD, GAD, game art document, everything, the document you will need. I want to make everything about game development. It's not full, it's like 1% done, but it's a lot already. And today I want to do this draft, and I want to do it in the Azure Devops, because that's where my repo is. I did the live stream. I did this in the previous live stream when I was doing my other game that I didn't want to do. It was not my dream game. I was influenced by other influencer on YouTube, game dev influencer, YouTubers, who says that but not just influencers, especially like marketing, like I talk about it. Chris Zukowski, he does market analysis, how to market your game, and you look at all the games sold on Steam, and you look at what kind of game sells and are not complicated to do, and they sell well. And there was clickers, so I started to try to do a clicker, but that's not my kind of game. So the passion dies when it's not your kind. It's not your, and when the passion dies, everything else dries. The game is dry, and I think it's a problem right now on Steam and in the video game, especially on Steam, because there is many stuff on itch.io too. Everything on PC, because the console have some kind of professional barrier. It's harder and it's easier on PC to make a game when you don't you're not a full-fledged game developer. It's easier to it's an easier access than console, but because there also is, you need to be, when you want to publish on console, you need to your game needs to pass some test. They do test to, because they don't want to you give sell games that have some kind of memory problems. They have in the past some game broke console because they had memory problems, memory leaks. So people like played game on their console, and some games when people played game and left them running in the back and went on with their day, there was a memory leak and it broke some consoles, and they want to avoid this kind of stuff. So you need to adhere at some many points. The game needs to pass some tests and so on and so on. Steam will also have some things, but it's not as complicated. It's more like you pay there is a cost to publish on Steam. You need, now there was like some kind of scandal about the MasterCard being pushed by an Australian group to remove adult game from Steam. So you cannot sell adult games since 2 weeks, 2 days ago. So there is less. It's easier to publish on Steam and PC games. Then now the music is too loud. Shadow, you make it too loud. How can I make it lower? With my own phones? My own phones, earphones. What was I saying? So yeah, it's easy to do it. So I feel like there is a saturation of game on Steam, and it's getting harder to sell, to be visible. It's getting harder and harder. If you look at the graph, many games got sales, but it's oversaturated, and it's oversaturated by dried game, like no passion. It just want to sell something. They just want to do a game and sell. Which is not bad if you have the passion. Not bad if you have the passion. And I feel like it's also something. It's package something and sell it. In the sense that it's constructed in the marketing, when how we have to do marketing. Like you have your budget, and by diminishing the quality of your production and your material when you do a product, and selling it higher, slowly higher, and trying to find a balance where the material you buy is cheaper for you to buy, and the employee is cheaper, so you make more profits and you sell it higher. So this gives a tendency of making product cheaper in the sense of the quality. So it's like trying to drain and make it the construct of this making the trying to sell something makes the product eventually losing quality over time, and we see that when you have you're old like me, you're 40 or something, you remember the same product that you have today back in the days were better in some kind of way. There was something better, and you can see it also in like in the market in the shop. We say épicerie in French. I know the word in English, but I just have the translation of épicerie in my head, which is spiceries. Spiceries, but it's not you don't say spiceries, you say something else. Grocery. 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 Yeah, in grocery you look at the like ketchup, mayonnaise, and you look at they added a gap underneath the bottle to remove the to make it seem the bottle seems bigger, and over time they can remove a little gap even more underneath it, and it's like 2 tablespoons right now or something. But there are stuff that are fine. Like people will complain that bags of chip have half of air, but that's fine because it keep your chips from being crushed. But the tastes sometimes change. Our product actually you remember it didn't taste the same. You changed the composition or something to make it cheaper for themselves, and so they can keep the same price, but for themselves it costs less because they use less expensive materials, and not that's unfortunate, but that's the result of the marketing way of how it's constructed. It could be avoided, it could be changed, but you don't want to you want to avoid regulations as much as possible because it costs money over time. Regulation too. You need to hire people that are constantly surveilling. That's why it costs. You want ideally you want a system to be self-regulated. You don't want to put a regulation. You want the system itself to be self-sustainable. Yeah, I'm getting far away now from this main subject, which is GDD. I don't know. Starting at GDD, step market analysis. Let's do step by step then. I think okay, it's right underneath. Yeah, there is missing part. I would like to continue this page eventually, as if I do this like every Tuesday, I might continue this document while doing my own GDD and stuff. So let's start. I want to read what I wrote. So yeah. Yeah, I remember I find some, but I'm starting to think I like the idea of a single page GDD, and I think my GDD draft is more like the single page. Should I do this? Let's do it the right way, maybe. Yeah, I wasn't. I think this when I have a link like that, it's like I'm still. It's still in progress. Yes, the unique selling point. Yes, section in progress. Okay. What about the starting the GDD? Can't I click it? Yeah, it's broken. I wonder why. I would need to check that. I think I didn't do this yet, but I'm not sure. GDD draft. Here to demo to test if your abstract idea holds together. The draft is meant to be a short and flexible version before transitioning to a more static GDD. You can't polish a piece of S until it becomes old, no matter how hard, how much you polish. No matter how much polish you apply, it will still be S. And not all that glitters is gold. It needs to start with solid, workable foundation. Okay, let's do this. So, how to do um, this in Azure Devops? I shown you in my other live stream how to do it in GitHub. If you remember, I guess you don't remember because I don't have many recurrent followers. I only have 20 subscribers on YouTube. Let's see if you are interested to see how to do this in GitHub. Let's try to find it. I think it's product management. Oh damn, I have all stuff because I used, but I think they are private. Yeah, I would need to transfer them on another channel. Game development. Yeah, it's all there. So if you want to do, I think it's all there. Let's see. I did the GDT somewhere. Oh, there's my. Yeah, I was doing the burn down chart. Yeah, I was doing my game dev doc here. Yeah, I use UML in my. Okay, yeah, there is. This is in GitHub. This is the one I did. But how I did it is in. Yeah, I didn't put there at that time. It's in the current one. Hmm. Hey, it's me. It's me right now. I'm put some. I'm a lot more shadowy. There we go. Uh, don't I have like sign mood board? No. Yeah, it has to be in this. I want to see it by order. It has to be like a GDD stuff. That's a GDD. Yeah, you search GDD, you will have what we are looking for. I think this is one of them, probably. Yeah, I was creating the GDD there, but I'm looking for the other one. When I did my game, it's all in the live stream. Yeah, it's all in the live stream. Let's make a game together here. It has to be there. And right there, what is the Azure? I should have wrote in GitHub or something. Yes, but there's just this one. I remember. It's weird. There should be a GitHub something. Not just one video. Stop that. It was okay. No. How to create burn down chart. Yeah, so I didn't do a specific video about it, but yeah. No. Oh damn, my green screen was weird. Yeah, don't know. It's probably in there, but I remember this one. It's when I found out how to do a burn down chart in game and project management in GitHub. Oh, the one we saw was the right one. Well, you will find it, I guess. You will find it, I guess. Sorry. Sorry for that. The Ed. There's the game GitHub. I should have named this GitHub. Yes, it's there. It's in there. It's those green one here, because this is Megatriarch and this is the GDD for Megatriarch. So it's around the 21th stream, 19. So I show how to use it in GitHub. Now I will do it in Azure DevOps. The Azure DevOps is the other Microsoft repo thing, because Microsoft bought GitHub some years ago. Has been a subsidiary since 2018, but Azure DevOps, I wonder. Azure DevOps governs the for software development, formerly known as Team Foundation Server and Visual Studio Team System. Yes, it's Microsoft Azure. Developed by Microsoft. It's okay. So it's really developed by Microsoft. So they always were like, GitHub was always like a direct competitor. So eventually they ended up buying GitHub. That's what I wanted to see. Who was the first? And GitHub, the date, creation. Oh yeah, they were directly with the at the same time as Azure, around the same time. So they were really the. It's as if Microsoft won in 2019. Damn it! I will cut this little bee. I will cut this leg. I'm tired, like as if like a god was tired of a human being, and now I don't want this human being to be my competitor anymore. No more. So Azure is different and more complicated. It also already GitHub is not it's complicated a bit, but Azure is there's some stuff in there that sometimes like how to set things in the project, how to make things public, hard to handle and how to deal with. So let's go. But the good thing is that they have a lot of the good stuff that GitHub have. The pricing is different. The space you have is different. So it's better when you want to do a Unreal project. They have you can handle more space, but they don't have the same. And at GitHub, you can have many people working with you. Azure, you need to pay after 3 or 5. I don't remember. 5 people. You are more than 5 people. So how to do the documentation? It will be after the break because I need to take a little break. So I'll be back in a few minutes, like 20 max. in Azure Devops, you have your wiki. When you click here and click here, and you create wiki, you have this page, and then you enter your text here and show up as the preview here. And Markdown is supported, so you can check the syntax. It might depend on the version. Let's take okay. This is the basic syntax for the titles. Breakdown example: add breaks and Markdown pull requests. Yes, you can add. So the good thing compared to um, GitHub is that in GitHub you cannot have actions to compile if your repo is private or if you don't pay. So you could sometimes you would like to have a preview of your text without markdown things, but in GitHub to have this preview, you can click preview, you have it, but you can also create a page like I did there, .io page, and to create a page like that, you need to make it public. So this repo is public, so I can have it public. What is this? So you can have it public, but you can, if you want it private, so no one see it. You need to pay, but not in Azure. Azure you can have it. You have the preview. You build a wiki page for your game, and in this wiki page you can make the GDD. So let's do a test. There's some caveat, of course, but I will show you. Close. Now you have it there. So the caveat is the publish as code, the code as wiki. The thing is, I'm not sure should I do. I need to ask AI if the AI will say something about perplexity. Azure Devops. Wiki. Do I need to publish the wiki? Really? I'm not doing OnlyFans. You do not need to manually publish change when working with a standard within Azure DevOps wiki. All changes made through the web interface are immediately. However, if you want to make your documentation available as a wiki from existing Markdown file in a Git repository, the public as code wiki or code wiki option when you must explicitly publish the repository as or a folder as a wiki. This is a one-time action to expose the Git content as a wiki, after which all changes in the selected branch are automatically reflected in the wiki view. There is no ongoing need to manually publish after the initial setup. So if I understand well, I should publish if I want my wiki to have source control over it. Yes, okay, I understand. So I want source control over it, like it could be a bad thing and it could be a good thing to have source control over it, but to have source control over it, it's good because you have someone who check what someone else did. So let's say I lead everyone and I want someone to do this wiki. So he goes in and modify the wiki and do a pull request. So I merge it. Now I'm a second pair of eyes looking at what he did. And then I can see if there is typo and stuff like that. And then have a public and merge. The issue that can happen is anything with the merge, the source control when you have issues. And I did have issue with Azure in the past, but I know now. I know a solution. So you should not publish this in your main branch. You should make a documentation branch for your wiki, because what will occur is that when you add pictures, it will ask to add them in a commit when it's in main. And I remember I had a lead and it was not present all the time, and so there was a lot of pictures to add, and it was it was asking for the picture to be committed, and it wasn't not good. So the way to avoid it is to make the wiki and it have a own branch for your wiki. And let's see if I can publish in a branch. So the branch, I cannot create the branch from there. I will create it in GitHub. You could delete everything in your project or on this branch only and make rules so nothing can merge this branch. Let's try this. I think the best day for the Pareto principle of optimization might be the Friday, when everyone want a more relaxed day. Maybe I will do the next one the next Friday. I should put it in my. I should create a calendar. That way I don't forget. in my Google Calendar. Like every Friday, my account. I'll show you how to do this. Uh, Pareto optimization. Pareto optimization day. Five thing. Now to repeat it over, you do every week on Friday. Save, and now you have it every day, and you can notify yourself. Can send you an email to tell you. One day before. And something like 9, 10, 30, 10. And a notification. No, I would like it to be at the moment 0 day. And just before starting streaming, like at least so I know in advance, I would say max 4 p.m. If now I will be at Azure, so I can remove this task. I don't have holidays in Canada. There we go. And it will start on the. I will leave it there so I see if it works. If I receive an email, if I don't, there's something wrong with my email forwarding. Okay. I need to create this branch. And I think what's cool in Azure is that the branch can be in a folder. So you can make yourself a branch and give a version name. I want to know how to version correct. If someone does kind of how to versioning. Too much to ask, and I remember I've seen this. I want to see what are the resources. Oh, Devops is right after us. Let's click it for Mr. Askin to receive money. It's I would say it's hard to tell. You said games, but games is different than movies. The assets needs to be optimized. So correct. It seems to be Kid Bash or games. Nanite was it. There was locally, so it's for game. Let's click. Okay, that would be fine. I'll do versioning. Versioning in Azure. I don't know what it is. I'm not used to this, so I don't know to search for. I might ask AI instead. Okay, let's ask it. How to decide where my game project. Versioning of AelfleA is important for clarity, collaboration, and communication progress to player and your teams. The most common and recommended approach is semantic versioning, SEMver, but your exact versioning scheme should fit your project's need and workflow. Ears out to decide and implement versioning. Choose a versioning scheme, major increment for significant change, yes. Minor patches. Database versioning, use the date of your database sequential. Some team consider your project stage and audience. Development start with OXY or alpha beta tags. Reserve 100 for your first public stable release, yes. For player, use a clear, easy to follow scheme or official release. Teams internal build can use more detail. Best practice for versioning game project. Be consistent. How does Azure Devops handle versioning? Generally through its integral version control system within Azure repo, Git distributed, and team foundation version control. These tools allow teams to track changes, collaborate, and key points on all versioning is managed in Azure DevOps Git. Each developer has a full copy of the repository locally, allows for branching, merging, and distributed workflow. Team foundation. We use Git new project default Git on new feature branching. Azure DevOps provides tool and branch. Best practice team can set up branches, policies, gated checks, and code review. Okay. I think, I think I will keep it simple and go with this. So we are in alpha. And the first version since I want to do a continuous production, so the continuous production, what I mean by that is that I aim at doing this for a very long time, or at least not doing. I want this project to keep going, just like Minecraft currently. So let's say I reach the 9th version there, the 9th. I would need to find out another way, or just it becomes 10, 100, 1 billion. So yeah, that would be it. Would be it. So I wanted, because I would name the branch this way. And now let's go. What is this? This is our game. Yes. The change. Too many changes. All meta-human stuff. I won't play with that. I don't want to be stuck there. Can I create a branch? How to create a branch from master inside the inside web side Azure. Navigate to the project, select repo, choose branches. At the top branches view, pick new branch version. I should have found myself. I should have found it. Found it. Repos. I'm not in the branches. there. From master would be I like in lowercase. And I plan to have a GDD like that. Oh yeah, I would have to create the work item later. I will show you probably on a Friday, a Reto Friday. So there we go. Now let's go back to the other. It's published. Test. I will. I think I will remove everything, but the wiki, and keep anything from merging this branch. And anyone who wants to update the documentation, they have to clone this repo and check out the last branch, the last version. Check out. Yeah, they have to check out the last version. There could be two people at the same time, so they but it's a version of the game, so it would be the version of the main master. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go try. Can I go in my branch there and delete everything? Before that, I want to make rules about this. Let's see. Okay, I see. How to keep branch from receiving merging other branch. Yeah, I don't know if I should do this. Let's see what it says in Azure. Oops. Try this. Let's see at first, and because I want it to merge, but not within everything. So it says repo branches. Find the branch you want to protect. Click the little dots. Branch policies. Yeah, I did that a lot in my own project. In one of my driven project. If any required policies enabled, this branch cannot be deleted. And can I do this for a folder? Yes. But the subfolder branch policies. I wonder if it works. If required policies is enabled, this branch cannot be deleted and change must be made via pull requests. Requires minimum number of reviews. Requires approval from a specified number of reviewers on pull requests. And with me, allow requesters to approve their own changes. Yes. Prohibit the most recent pusher from approving their own changes. Allow completion even if some reviews vote with or reject when new change are pushed. Required at least one approval on every iteration. Check for linked worked item. Encourage traceability by yes. This is important for later on. For later on, when I will have task. Check for comment resolution. Yes. Limit merge types. Control branch history by limiting the available type. It's somewhat important. Like it feels like over controlling, but it's somewhat important to have this clean, like precise and clean. But I'm not sure. Like I feel like if I how do we say delegate work to someone else, the least work I should do is this. Just check and not let something go unchecked. This is the least work I should do. Preserve history exactly as it happened during development. Create a linear story. Flash merge create a linear history by considering the source branch commit into a single new commit. Build validation. Automatically okay. Will it apply to this too? Yes. That's cool. It applies to the rest. Security. I would do the same for master. For now, it would be a one. I might be have a lead if I have many people. want the same as I did there. Take forwarding to work item. This one. I will make it off now too. Why can't I? I just want the basic merge usually in all of them. I'm not used to other type of merge. This branch can be deleted. All of them can be deleted. I will wait. Yeah, it's the day for optimization. I should delete them. Automatic include required if you are okay. Now can I delete with all the protection I just put in? Can I delete everything in the project? AelfleA in the project in the branch. Not wiki. We go branches. Alpha. What is this? Yes. And then I'll delete everything. Yes, that's what I've done. So I will deactivate it for now. Where is it? Keep go there. What if I do this? What will be there? Everything off? Okay. Check. Allow you to manage all these resources used. Check made checks. How effective and immediately applicable are all it. Approve should and approve per branch. Allow deployment based on branch link to the run deployment. Okay. Let's try this now. Let's see everything. The music. Where is it? Hey, don't stop on me like that. I want to make them. can put some code block, semi code block. It's not a code block like this, but I guess this is a markdown. This has to be made with markdown too, or something, I guess. Okay, it's the same as in my own blank. I don't know this. It adds some kind of space. Yeah, we'll see later. Alligator. I will pin it. Let's bring that delete first. Yeah, I shouldn't activate the policies now because there is no one. It's a bit useless. It will just keep me from going fast like this. Okay, now I can. There should be like a way to. No, I don't want to do this. A way to say if it's me, go ahead. But if I do this, this should be clicked. Can I publish? Okay, so it's done. Let's see if I removed master by inadvertence. No. Okay, let's try to push this with the what I just did. Uh, yeah. Yes, I'm not sure now because I put GDD. They could be all in the same. Can I rename it? Rename this one. Let's go back. No, can't. Let's ask AI. You cannot. Hmm. GDD would it be good? Yes, I think it would be fine. Better to have them all in there because it's easier to navigate. So it's not that problematic to rename this. Redo this French. And delete this one. Why is it not the same? It's this user. It's another user. I don't like that there's any user. I should remove one. Not this one. I want to delete this one. Okay, the policies are still there. Oh, of course. Now I need to delete the files. Yeah, I will wait until someone gets in to me activate the policies. At least it's easier to control. I don't need to be behind the shoulders. It's yeah, it's a good. It's one of the thing I like about Azure is this. You probably can do this in Git, but I never had to. Like having yes pull requests. Of course, you can put and make some policies on probably. Let's do this. Oops, it didn't work. Okay, it worked. I need to refresh. It's too much documentation pages. So what? Okay, and there we go. Now we can add a subpage GDD. So what is cool is that you will have the preview here instead of the markdown code, and anyone that is not someone who's a code programmer can see it better. Like I did. There is a markdown code behind it, and you can publish it like this, so your non-coder can read it. So I will go now. It was this for all of this for today, and it will probably be next Friday. The next one, not the next Friday, but the next Friday. Then the Friday after this, the next one. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, probably. Bye bye.